Well, there's The Rock arriving to the arena. He competes in the first round of Beat the Clock Challenge against Big E tonight. Starts right now. And here comes one member of the New Day, Big E. This might be ultimately the biggest opportunity Big E has had in his singles career. If Big E can knock off The Rock here tonight, he will go on and face The Undertaker at TLC for the WMO Universal Champion. He went after Big E with the right hand.
Can you believe this? The Bravo Bulldog of the SmackDown. Look at his legs. He's wobbling. Sent flying.
And Big E lighting right in front of our announcer's tape. Don't let Big E get a breather. Oh!
There it is. Oh, belly to belly.
Big E back up on his feet.
Watch this. Watch this. Oh! John, you felt this. I felt this.
And that might be all in for Big E if The Rock can connect with the people's elbow. Here we go. The most electrifying move in sports entertainment. The pit. Oh, look up at the Jumbotron. That's the Fiend. What the hell is the Fiend doing out here? Come on, Rock. Time is ticking. Pin Big E. Well, the Fiend is doing what he's supposed to do, and that's distract The Rock. Oh. Do you guys see that? The Fiend was on top of the Jumbotron. What the hell is going on? Taking advantage of the distraction. He's got The Rock up. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. And no, The Rock kicked out at 2 again. And Big E doesn't believe it. And now showing off the tremendous power that Big E has. Oh, tonight's not the night to show off, Big E. Oh, The Rock got off. That's gotta be it. The Rock wins. But was the distraction enough?
But this night belongs to the returning Rock.
You think you know me?
Well, there's the boss, Stephanie McMahon, in the backstage area, going to her office.
What the hell is that coming out of my office?
Corey, is Stephanie McMahon's office on fire? Someone call the fire department.
I swear, Taz, I am not in the mood for any games tonight.
Bros, you don't need to be buying fancy bottles of champagne. What you need to be doing is just chilling out and relaxing with the homies. Maybe grill up some tasty treats, get a little toasted, and then maybe listen to the Joe Rogan podcast, or maybe watch a Dave Chappelle comedy special and escape the day-to-day existential grind that life is. You know what I'm saying?
You know, cut the crap. We're not in the mood tonight.
And there's no reason to spread negativity.
I hate him. I can't see anything. My office! Oh my God! What the hell is this? Gallows, Anderson, get out of my office!
Well, I don't think Gallows and Anderson could get up even if they wanted to. Oh, What the hell's going on backstage? The OC is just laid out to waste. Gallows is down, Styles is down, and Anderson is busted open.
Taz, get in here.
Stabs? Well, that certainly was no fire. That was just the bro smoking that fire.
Just 48 hours away, 2 days from that pay-per-view. And the final stop is Friday Night SmackDown. Michael Cole and JBL at ringside.
And WMO here, ready to call the action. And what a show we have here tonight, because tonight we will find out who will go on to TLC and face The Undertaker for the WMO Universal Champion. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. WMO sitting here alongside the Hall of Famer JBL and Corey Graves. And are you guys ready? Because tonight it's the Fiend's turn in the Beat the Clock Challenge. But it's going to be a daunting task because he takes on the Great Khali. Will the Fiend be able to beat The Rock's time? Well, of course, WMO, the Great Khali is a 7-foot giant. And we just saw at Halloween Havoc that the Fiend is mortal. He can be defeated. He can be pinned. And I think Khali's gonna chop the Fiend back all the way back to the Firefly Funhouse. Well, that's if he can defeat The Rock's time. Remember last week The Rock set the time to be at 4 minutes and 19 seconds. But of course that time didn't come uninterrupted. We saw earlier that the Fiend tried to slow down or just completely distract The Rock. Whatever you guys wanna call it. And you gotta wonder, will The Rock be watching this matchup closely? Well, we are about to find out, because coming up next is the second round of Beat the Clock Challenge. It's the Fiend versus the Great Khali. You're not going to want to miss it.
Well, here we go. Will this be the final chapter in this saga?
From the jungles of Punjab in India, weighing in at 420 pounds, the Great Khali.
And here's a man, JBL, who has actually made The Undertaker seem very mortal at times.
At times, Michael, but let me remind you, the look in Undertaker's eyes last week when he came out and chokeslammed this giant. All hell is about to break loose, and alas, somebody wins, somebody loses. Michael, all hell's about to blow out this roof.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's SmackDown is being brought to you by the
YouTube Wrestling Maniacs. I just want to remind you guys to join the family and do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications so you guys don't miss a match like this one that we are about to see. And Khali noticing that the WMO Universal Champion is joining us up in the arena in the skybox.
Fear at this moment.
And guys, can you imagine seeing The Undertaker versus the Great Khali? We would have to triple reinforce that ring.
So is The Undertaker. This is something out of a Steven Spielberg movie. This is something SmackDown fans all around the world have been waiting. And are about to get creepier.
Well, speaking of reinforcement, you're gonna need a lot of it if you're gonna want to defeat this man, because the Fiend has a chip on his shoulder. He was screwed out of this WMO Universal title match against The Undertaker at Halloween Havoc. And then the next night, instead of having Stephanie McMahon come out here and grant the Fiend a title match opportunity for what her guest host, The Rock, did, she instead rewards The Rock with a title shot by placing The Rock in a Beat the Clock challenge, which left the Fiend screwed over by authority once again. All she had to do was give the Fiend a rematch. That's what's fair. If you think Stephanie McMahon did this to be fair, you're dumb, JBL. Stephanie needed to come out and lay a fine on The Rock for getting involved in the main event. Explain to me this, JBL. What if Stephanie McMahon had a low-key vendetta against Bray Wyatt? And that's why she's trying to make sure, with every bit of her power she has, that the Fiend does not become world champion. Well, nonetheless, the Fiend is going to need to pull out any stop he has in order to defeat the Great Khali. I mean, usually the Fiend has an upper hand in almost every match. The Fiend strikes fear into his opponent's eyes whenever he makes his way down the ramp. It's like you're frozen in fear. But I don't think that's the case here tonight, because you got an even bigger monster in the ring, and the Fiend is going to have to adjust to the size of his opponent. Not only does the Fiend have to adjust to his opponent, but he has to stay concentrated in this match. It's these type of matches where time is your enemy. Time is not on your side. If you're going to want to win these type of matches, you're going to have to let go of your ego and just focus on the task. Guys, you guys are forgetting that the Great Khali has an equal chance here tonight. He could possibly defeat the Fiend in less than 4 minutes and 19 seconds and shock us all, and then go on to defeat The Undertaker at TLC. It's all going to come down as to who wants it more. See, there you go. That's what I mean. Don't sleep on the Great Khali. More importantly, don't turn your back on Khali. This match hasn't even started. Well, I don't think Khali cares. He just wants to get started on beating down the Fiend and wearing him down. That's a smart strategy.
This is not good. The 7'3", 420-pounder driving off the steel steps.
Anything is legal, and you better do it to them before they do it to you.
And now Khali showing The Undertaker that this could be him at TLC.
Can lay out, let these two monsters beat each other up and pick the bones. That is what needs to do to become world champion. Coming into the Verizon Center here in DC today, all
Khali's got Fiend up.
This match right
Khali's
here.
picked up the Fiend.
And there's the strength, the dominant 7'3", 420-pound
T-Rex versus a Brontosaurus.
Now again, this is not a count out that the referee is counting for here.
Oh, finally the match has started. Finally the ref has rung the bell.
But Khali got frustrated. I agree with you completely, Michael.
Delivering a chop to the chest of Bray Wyatt.
Still had that match in hand.
And Khali, the world champion, dominating in the early going, much like he's dominated the entire SmackDown for months.
Yes, what Khali has to do, you're looking at it. This is textbook. He needs to keep it in front of him.
That's gotta be it.
Evil-sized right hand borders on felonious assault.
You can't coach size. You can't teach strength.
Oh my!
Wait a minute! The Fiend stood up! I don't even think the Great Khali realizes
Khali
it!
with almost a look of disbelief on his face. And these monsters exchanging blows center of the ring.
That's like getting hit with a brick bat, Michael.
There's the big chop.
Well, I've been there on the receiving end.
Going to the body of the Great Khali.
Still on his feet.
And Khali, the question, how much punishment can cause?
And finally bringing down the big
You're
man!
watching World War III, Michael.
And Bray Wyatt's
Only
not
on
done!
SmackDown will you
Running
see two
senton!
giants go at it like this.
Now Wyatt gonna go for the pin!
Here's the cover. Can he do it? Kick out at two.
And no! Khali still has some fight left in him! And now the Fiend shifting his focus to The Undertaker. Remember what I said earlier? You gotta focus on the task, then worry about the champion later. First you gotta earn the title opportunity. Oh, and Undertaker making sure to show who's champion. He's a proud champion. Oh, and that cost the Fiend.
What would it feel like having that foot crash into your skull?
Take a size 22 boot, fill it with
The
concrete.
tables have turned.
Someone throw it at you.
We might see
That's
Khali
what it feels like.
go on to TLC and face The Undertaker. No,
Oh, look at this.
Here it comes. We're
the
going
Fiend
over
ducks.
that.
Staggering Khali. Hitting Khali. Oh, look at this. And Khali tied up.
Khali's stuck in the ropes.
Look at this. He's got to take advantage. It's like Christmas morning. Oh, and Khali he's locked up. Got to take advantage.
Don't waste
here.
time.
With
Time is
everything he's
ticking.
got. Stay on him. You got to stay on him.
You're not going for the mandible claw.
The mandible claw by the Fiend.
Twisted. What could possibly be going on in the demented mind of the Fiend Bray Wyatt? His ghoulish screams filling the WWE Thunderdome right now.
Wait a minute. Look, Corey. Look over the Jumbotron.
How
Look who it
dare
is.
you, little jabroni.
It's only a matter of
Come on to
time.
the Rock Show. Come on to the People's Show. Come on to the premier show, SmackDown.
You see, The Rock is going to start the new year just like he ended the old year. And that's stopping at nothing. And The Rock means nothing at becoming WWE Champion once again.
Wait, what is that? Do you guys hear that? That's a chainsaw! The Rock has a chainsaw! But for what?
But The Rock says this, jabroni, today is your lucky day. Because over here to the right, The Rock has your very first piece of poontang pie.
Uh-oh. This is not good.
Now shut your mouth, know your role, don't move your head.
Now, there are consequences. You're gonna pay for running your mouth. Now, you've just made an open plea for me to bring it. And trust me, like no one else on this planet, under God's hot sun, brings it like The Rock. I bring it.
Wait. What is The Rock doing? He's cutting the rope.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
The Rock just made stir fry. And the Fiend doesn't believe it. The Fiend is in disbelief.
Khali just
Well, don't turn your back on Khali. Khali's out of the ropes.
The clubbing acts like tomahawk like
And a
blow.
big chop.
It may just be a matter of
That's
time.
gotta be it.
This is what I mean. 9 days away from a world championship. Why would take this chance? And he broke it. Broke the vice grip. Can you believe it?
Khali's game.
And now the Fiend on offense. And the Fiend with Sister Abigail.
Connects. That's gotta be it.
He wanted
John, but you got a couple seconds left.
by the Fiend.
Wait. That's the buzzer. That's the same time as The Rock. So who wins? Well, both men got 4 minutes and 19 seconds. Well, obviously the winner's the Fiend, but who faces The Undertaker at TLC? Does this mean we're gonna have a sudden death match? I mean, both men scored the same amount of time, 4 minutes and 19 seconds. And the ref trying to explain that to the Fiend. Well, we don't have time for another match. The pay-per-view is this Sunday. Oh, wait a minute. The Fiend's not happy with that call. He's attacking the ref. Oh, wait a minute.
Wyatt, get your hands off WMO officials or I will have you suspended immediately.
Steph has not been able to get control of his show over the past few weeks. So I'm curious as to how the boss is about to handle things. Maybe another screw job.
You know, I've had it with all of you. How do you guys expect to become world champions when you guys can't even conduct yourselves as champions? Like, come on. Really, Bray? Putting your hands on WMO officials because you thought the official count was not fast enough? And on top of that, you didn't think I didn't see you interfere in last week's Beat the Clock Challenge match, did you? Now, Hollywood star, Rock, know your role and shut your mouth. You were hired to host the Halloween Havoc pay-per-view, not to stick your nose in the main event. But of course, Rock had to make it about The Rock. So this is what I'm gonna do. Since, well, Bray, you already had your opportunity. And well, Rock, your actions over the past 2 weeks have been out of line. I'm not gonna give either of you what you want. You guys don't deserve it. No. I'm gonna give the fans what they want. And since I have a pay-per-view to sell, and since it's this Sunday, and Undertaker needs an opponent, scratch that. How about 2 opponents? So, I am announcing that The Undertaker will defend his WMO Universal title against The Rock. And The Fiend. In a tables, ladders, and chairs match for the WMO Universal Champion. Good luck destroying each other.
Whoa! I mean, I gotta give it to Stephanie McMahon for making this blockbuster match. For 2 weeks, the dead man sat in the skybox studying his possible opponent. Little did he know he was gonna end up having to face both men in a triple threat match. It doesn't end there because there is another factor added to this triple threat match, and that is the use of tables, ladders, and chairs, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, make sure to turn on those post notifications on so that you don't miss the next time we are live, which will be from the WMO State Arena in Los Angeles for TLC in a 2-part pay-per-view video. And that is because we got 2 matches lined up for this Sunday. And breaking in, Stephanie McMahon also just announced this match for TLC. Matt Riddle will finally be able to get his hands on that coward AJ Styles, who has made the original Bros title reign miserable. I agree with you, Corey. This match is built up on jealousy. But how will the OC come into play? I mean, at the end of the day, Matt Riddle is outnumbered. Well, it's an Extreme Rules match. Anything goes. All Matt Riddle needs is a kendo stick to even up the numbers. And well, we just saw Stephanie McMahon make the blockbuster announcement by making this triple threat match for the WMO Universal Champion. And I hate to say it, guys, but we might have a new champion walk out of the WMO State Arena in Los Angeles on Sunday. All 3 men are willing to do anything to walk out as champion. I mean, we already saw what they're willing to do for a title shot. I wonder what they're actually going to do when they actually have that title opportunity. Thanks for joining us for WMO Friday Night SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications on for TLC. Good night, everyone. See you in LA.